YouTube, fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it, Real Talk Boxing. And it's a privilege, an honor, and a blessing to be back with you guys again. Errol Spence says something interesting about if Shawn Porter were to fight Terence Crawford. He said if Terence Crawford were to dogfight with Shawn Porter, he gives the fight to Shawn Porter. There's a lot of us out there who might not agree with that, but I understand completely what Errol Spence is saying. Who better to know what type of heart and what type of dog Shawn Porter has in him than Errol Spence? Now, you remember the fight. How could you forget? It was spectacular. I was so entertained during that fight. It was right before Errol Spence had his car accident. These two fighters went toe-to-toe, blow for blow. Shawn Porter looked amazing. They both looked amazing. And if it wasn't for that one knockdown, that fight could have went either way. So Errol Spence better count his blessings that he got that sneaky hook on the inside that dropped Porter to his knee. Dogfighting and boxing is two totally different things. And I'm going to explain that to you for those who don't know the difference. You remember the fight, the first fight between Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard? Remember the first fight? Duran got under Sugar Ray's skin, talked about his wife, talked about his family, was just totally disrespectful. Because he knew, Duran, that he could be outboxed by Sugar Ray. But let me piss this dude off. Let me disrespect his wife and his family so he'll sit toe-to-toe and go blow for blow with me. Because he ain't got more dog in him than I do. Los manos de piedra, he knew that. So what did he do? He pissed Sugar Ray off. They got in the ring and Sugar Ray stood right in front of him. And what happened? He got out-dogged. They don't call him Hands of Stone for nothing. Roberto Duran was probably the toughest fighter in that era. Toughest. I didn't say best. I said toughest. Because in his prime, in his era, was a slew of elite fighters who were actually fighting each other in their prime. Oh, how I miss those days. Same case with Crawford and Porter. Now, Errol Spence can speak on Porter's behalf because he's been in the ring with him, but he hasn't been in the ring with Crawford. So we don't really know what type of dog Crawford has in him. But I can tell you this, Porter's been trying to make a fight with him for a while. Bob ain't trying to hear it. He's not trying to hear it, and I wonder why. I mean, I don't know. Shawn Porter's a difficult fight for anybody. But to sit in a phone booth, shoulder to shoulder, ear to ear, and go blow for blow, and stay in the middle of the ring with Shawn Porter is very dangerous. You see, Errol Spence dang near lost to it. And if Porter was to perform the way he did against Errol Spence with any welterweight, they just might stand a great chance of losing because he showed up that night and showed out, but he got caught. It's boxing. It happens. You got two of these, right? Anything can happen. So I understand exactly what Errol Spence is speaking on about Shawn Porter. The dude's a dog. Is Crawford a dog? I don't know if he's as much of a dog as Errol Spence. And Shawn Porter, in my opinion, maybe so, but he has more tools in his arsenal. So I do not think that he would be dumb enough to sit there and trade, stay in the pocket, stay in the phone booth, shoulder to shoulder, ear to ear with someone like Shawn Porter, who's a really, really good inside fighter. That's not a smart thing to do. Well, I'm going to beat you at your own game. Go ahead then. I can't stand when fighters say that. I'm going to beat you at your own game. For what? What you trying to prove? You want to get the W, right? You want to get the W? Stick to the game plan. Stop being so prideful. And that's what happened to Sugar Ray. He was too prideful that first fight. What happened in that second fight against Duran and Leonard? Boxing clinic. In and out. Ring generalship. Lateral movement. I'm not staying on the inside with you, Los Manos. Is you crazy? You loco? No. No, I don't want that. We're not going to do that, Leonard said. And you saw what happened. The infamous no mas. Because he couldn't find him. Duran couldn't find him because he was getting boxed, which he should have did, Leonard, in the first fight, but he didn't. He wanted to dog fight a dog. So I can understand exactly what Errol Spence is speaking on. I can. So, okay, Bob, if you're not going to fight Porter, who do you have left? Who do you have left? Okay, we have Enos, a fighter which not many people know. We have Mikey Garcia, which I would love to see that fight. We have Virgil Ortiz Jr. I'd like to see that fight against him and Crawford. We have Conor Benn. A lot of people don't know who Conor Benn is, but I do, and I like Conor Benn. And we have Josecito Lopez. Now, out of all of those fighters that I just named, who do you think Bob's going to pick? The easiest one, right? Josecito Lopez. But Josecito Lopez is game, and he has upset some fighters before. So, but in my opinion, like a lot of people will probably say, Josecito Lopez would probably be the easiest out of all those fighters that I mentioned. And heck, I wouldn't even mind seeing that fight. I really wouldn't, because Josecito Lopez is exciting. Win, lose, or draw, he's in exciting fights all the time. I like Josecito Lopez. Give him a payday. Let him jump in there. But I want to see you against somebody a little more likely to get in your chest and give you the business, Crawford. Now, am I sitting here saying that Shawn Porter could beat Terence Crawford? No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. But what Errol said, if you want to stand toe-to-toe with him and dogfight him, bro, that's the wrong thing to do. Use your attributes. Stick with the game plan. Come up with the game plan, stick with the game plan, and I can see Crawford beating Porter. But if you want to stand nose to nose with him, Errol Spence, I feel you, bro. I understand completely. Never mind what I feel. Never mind what I understand. I want to know what you understand. I want to know what you feel. So leave your comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Till the next time Real Talk Boxing, we up. We out of here, baby.